Is the bull market back on? Is it time to call the missus and tell her, yo, I'm selling the car and the handbag I got you a couple months ago, I'm selling that too? Or is all of this a trap? Market makers playing games with us again. In this video, we're going to cover all of that. First things first, let's look at crypto bubble. This is on the daily. The altcoins are having a nice little bounce. If we go on the hour, you can see they've got a bit of juice in them. All right. If we go on the weekly though, we don't really get fooled. When you see on the weekly, it's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Obviously, ICP, Zcash and that, they're doing some crazy numbers. Go on the monthly, shows you like, yo, this ain't all season. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled at all. Let's get straight into it with Bitcoin. That's the big dog. Regarding Bitcoin, about boom, 5 days ago, I done this video right here, the most important Bitcoin sell signal. So in this video, I explained to you what the best signals are, sell signals, obviously, and how I came up with my best sell signal. And I basically said, I need Bitcoin to hit 100K. And then I want to see how the price action reacts at 100K. I want to see how other traders look at 100K. Like, are we going to start closing below 100K, or are we going to use 100K as support? So let's quickly go on the video.
Yo, listen, so I'm saying looking good. It's not looking good. I just want to see what Bitcoin does once it hits the 100K. If it hits the 100K.
There you go. That was me waiting, yeah? Because trading, most of the biggest gains is made with patience. Sometimes you have to wait. So let's go on the daily to show you what Bitcoin done. This is about 5 days, 6 days, 5 days, whatever you want to say, 6 days. We didn't have no close below 100K. See this green line? We didn't have no daily close below this green line. I thought we'd have had at least one just to psych everyone out. But this green line is a very important line. Support, bounced off it, support, bounced off it, support, bounced off it. And are we gonna do it again for like the 5th time? I don't know. Hopefully. But either way, I'm ready. As you can see, this red line, and this red line, they are all where people sold. Strong resistant levels. Let's go on the 4 hour. See what the 4 hour is saying. One thing I do like about the 4 hour is finally we're starting to make higher lows. So if we can call this yellow line a low, the next one after it is a high low. Why is it high low? Because it's higher than this low. And then we made another higher low. And as you can see, as we're making these higher lows, we're making higher highs. So we're making new highs, right? Potentially, that's the start of an uptrend. So what we want to see now is, as you can see, price is doing this, yeah? Price is doing this right now, yeah? So we want to see another higher low, probably like to here. And then we want to see a higher high. And then another higher low, another higher high. That is the definition of an uptrend. We don't want Bitcoin just to pump up. Like, we don't want that. We don't want one quick pump, like 2 days of just pumping. Because whatever goes up that fast, it's going to crash down. And we don't want that. We just want a healthy price action. Up, down, up, down, up, down. As it's doing this up, down, it needs to be making higher highs and higher lows. Yeah? All right. So cool. Bitcoin is looking like it wants to do something. I get it. A lot of shorts are probably getting wrecked right now because the bulls have stepped in. There's some news behind it. The government shutdown might not happen, or it might. I don't know. I don't really care about news like that. Yeah, because why don't I care about news? Obviously, news affects the market. Yeah, but you need to understand something. Whatever If we get positive news and I don't hear about the news, I'll see on the chart. So I'll be like, oh shit, Bitcoin is looking bullish. And then I'll start doing my thinking process. I'll start entering trades based on a bullish trend. And then we'll be like, oh yeah, didn't you hear? Like, the so and so said this. And I'll be like, oh yeah, cool. It makes sense. But price action always tells me what's going to happen or what's happening. But I'm not saying don't listen to news. I'm not saying that, oh, it's very important. But me, I'm not a news trader. That's just not me. All right, cool. So that's Bitcoin, right? What coins am I looking at? First things first, what coin? Let's go on the daily. Look at this baby. You can't get any lower than this, man. I've been looking at Fartcoin for a while. Look at this. To me, this looks nice. Look at this. We've just been dumping since July. Like, this is mental. Hold on. That's like a 94. Nah, that was a flash crash. So let's do it to here. 85% drop. Surely we must get a pump, right? And Fartcoin moves quick. Once Fartcoin starts moving, look at this. Do you see this? This is the definition of an uptrend. Boom, 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 boom. See that? Turn this yellow. That's what we need Bitcoin to do. It's just starting that. So let's quickly go on the Bitcoin chart. And we go on the 4 hour. You see it? You see how it's just starting? And let's go on Fartcoin. We go on the daily. Get rid of that. See how Fartcoin did that previously. And that's what we want Bitcoin to do. Remember, Bitcoin controls the market. If Bitcoin goes up, altcoins blow up. Yeah, cool. So anyways, why do I like Fartcoin? First things first, it's dumped. Just like every other coin, it's dumped, right? It's dumped, 85% dump. Surely we must get a little bounce. Surely. So what we want to do is get our fib, Fibonacci retracement line. I don't really like using the wick. So I'll do a candle close. So another candle close. If we get this pump, it's only right we pump to here. 0.5. Or golden pocket 618. Either way, we're talking about 180% move or a 220% move. And that's not asking for a lot when a coin's pump, when a coin's dumped like 87%, 85%, and it's just been on a downtrend for the past couple of months. It's just literally making new lows, new lows, new lows. Having a quick pump, you're not thinking crazy. Like, you're not asking for a lot neither. Like, that's why I'm looking at Fartcoin. But I'm not naive neither, because I do understand we got some key levels to look up for, like 54 cents. That's it. That's a sell zone. 73, sell zone. And obviously 95 is a big sell zone. Obviously $1.12 is a big sell zone, sell area as well. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now, man. Fartcoin. Let's get rid of all of this. And that's on the daily, right? So I'm gonna give you an entry on Fartcoin right now. You missed. I'm gonna give you the safest entry and the big boy pants entry. It's up to you, innit? Me personally, big boy pants. That's what I'm on. Let's see what the safest entry would be. You miss out on. Oof, you miss out on 30% for the safest entry. I'm not gonna lie to you. First target 15%, 40%. Yeah, but you can still make money. You can still make money. Safest entry, you can still make money. All right, cool. Let's go on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour. What we see? On the 4 hour, you can see these lows. Low, higher low, higher low. So we want it to come down to around here. Turn this red. Make another higher low. And then we're in. So cool. Let's get rid of all of this. I'm going to give you a clean entry on Fartcoin right now. Boom, 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 boom. No way. Done it again. Sorry about this. So, see, whenever I don't have coffee, yeah, I just do dumb mistakes. It's crazy. Coffee's a serious drug. Proper serious drug. Anyways, cool. Fartcoin. When entry on Fartcoin. Give me 1 second. So this entry would be obviously for the big boy pants. For the people that's, you get me? For the people that's, they got the big boy pants on. And I love a bit of leverage. By the way, I'm not giving out any spot. I'm not, when it comes to spot, I'm not giving anyone any spot entries or suggesting people take on to any spot entries. I'm not, me personally, I'm not with all of that. Like, I've got my reasons why. If you want me to explain, hit me up in the comments. I'll tell you why. But I'm not on all of that. Giving people spot entries. I'm not with that at all. Alright, cool. Barcoin's done this. We need this to break. Are we on the 4 hour, yeah? Yeah, we really need it to break. Why is it doing that? There you go. Proper need coffee, man. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. That's what we're looking at for Fartcoin. This yellow line, 34 cents. This breakout. Yeah? That's kind of safe entry as well, not gonna lie to you. But obviously another entry would be this. Fartcoin does this. As long as it doesn't break 28 cents, we're good. So even if Fartcoin does something like this, turn this one. Green. Me personally, I'm waiting for the green entry and I want it to come down. But we don't chase pumps. I want it to come down, make a higher low, and come back up. And my entry would be 34 cents. And if it doesn't do that, it'll be 34.45. And if it doesn't do that and it just breaks this yellow line, I need it to come back, retest, then I'll enter. Either way, when it comes back retesting, you can count it as just making a higher low because that low would be higher than its previous low. Yeah, that's just the way I trade. And it works out nicely for me. Works out perfect. But yeah, cool. That's on Fartcoin. But obviously, oh yeah, sorry, the safest of all safest entry is the break of this is 46 cents. This is the safest entry. So for all you guys that ain't got your big boy pants on, boom. That's the safest entry. Yep, from here to nearest resistance. It's like 15%. So you're still making money. And after that one, you're still making money, man. Look, you're still making peace. Can't really complain. And you're taking less risk. Look, it's either you make 15%, 23%, or 45% if it works out. So it's a win-win. What other coin am I looking at? All right, all right, all right. I was looking at H bar, you know. H bar done something beautiful. Look at that. You know what? Let's get rid of this. See this that I'm deleting right now. See these two that I'm deleting right now. I learned about this little trick from Trade Intuition. It's a little cheat code. That's his little cheat code. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been using it ever since he showed me, and it's nice. It's nice. Let's just say it's nice. All right, cool. Let's delete this. All right, cool. H bar is looking beautiful. When I charted H bar, saw this little triangle, broke out. Beautiful breakout. That was about 30%, 28%, cool. And obviously the market started dumping, yeah? And it dumped. But look how important this green line is. I done this probably down here. I done this on the 23rd of October. But anyways, let's forget about all of that. I want to show you like H bar for a reason and why like trading the trend is like the best thing you can do. See this? That's the low. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then the last one. Let's turn the last one yellow. As you can see, H bar came down. H bar came down to this low. Went up. Came back down to this low. Went up. Made a higher low. And then it's off now. This makes it look messy. Long story short, look, it came down in it. It made this low, came up. When it came down, it didn't make a new low. Some people call it a double bottom. Some people call it a W. All I know is the price action is not trying to make a new low. So what's next? If you're not trying to make a new low, you go up. And the most important bit, this is why I like entering on higher lows. So you wait for it to go up. That's okay. Look, as you can see, let me zoom in. It went up. So you missed out on the I won't back in the day I would enter on the double bottom, right? But it's more risk, especially leverage. So what I'll do is I'll wait. I'll wait for the confirmation. Double bottom, this low, this low. It's not going any lower. Double bottom, right? Cool. It goes up. This is the most trickiest part in trading when it's going up. Because when it's going up, you're like, oh, I should have entered. Oh, it's a double bottom. I'm dumb. I'm missing out on this 10%, 20% gain. Let's see what the percentage will be. 11%. I said 10%. Yeah, 11%. Bear in mind, 11% on a 10x leverage, you doubled your money. On a 20x leverage, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, that's a lot of money, right? So back in the day, I'll enter right here. But I've see the more mature I'm getting and the more money I'm playing around with, it's teaching me how to be patient. And I rather enter on the higher lows because it's less risk. So what do I mean by the higher lows? Yeah. So as you can see, price is going up. It went up here, right? Let's turn this yellow. It went up here and I missed out on this move. Now I needed to come. Now I needed to come down. I needed to come down, make a higher low, and then boom, a higher high. That's why you always enter on the higher low. Because even though I missed out on this 10% wasn't guaranteed. But when this higher low is coming in, you're understanding this is a low, this higher low, and this another higher low. And let's do it from here to here. Boom, 16%. Nice, happy days. And you took less risk. And that's why when it comes to fart coin, I'm waiting for the higher low. As you can see, I needed to come down and then boom, I'll enter around here. As you can see, look, low, higher low, higher low. I need another higher low somewhere around here and then I'll enter. I hope that makes sense. So H bar, I can't give you H bar as an entry because that's already flying. I need to give you like one more entry and I'm out of here. These altcoins. Alright, should we do uni? I know, but the people don't like uni, man. They don't. I respect uni. Uniswap is one of the most. I love uni, man. MetaMask, uni, that's my thing. And we'll get to this one another day. I'm waiting for this one to pop. Ethereum Classic, nah. I'm gonna give you lot uni, man. Let's get rid of all of this. Alright, cool. Look on the daily. Boom, 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 boom. I'm still ill, man. Joking. This flu's not going away. Did we see a breakout? I'm moving lazy. I'm not even using my magnet tool. I need to. First things first. Turn to an arrow. Get the tool out. Get the magnet out. Boom. From the highest. Let's go. This way you're not biased. I think this is it. As you can see, I'm using candle close, yeah? Cool. Get that off. That's what I see for uni. And then for the targets, I'm just going to keep it simple, yeah? We'll get our fib line. Boom. These are the targets. 16%, 28%, 40%. That's what I'm seeing on the daily, yeah? Now let's go on the 4 hour because the magic happens here. As you can see, let's take away the fibs. On the 4 hour, as you can see, we broke that daily trend. I just showed you how I done that. We broke that on the daily, looks cleaner. Look, on the daily looks cleaner. Let's go on the 4 hour. It looks a bit messy, but that's just how it is. We broke. But it's a retest. You can call it a little fake retest. All right, cool. We got some serious resistance down here. What's the percentage from here? 14%. It's the safest thing though, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's literally the safest thing. You need to do something like this. Well, let's get rid of that. It's the safest thing. You need to come up here and flip that resistance into support, and then boom. Then we can go to the moon. To the blue. Get rid of that. So this is where the sellers are. This is the scariest part when it comes to trading uni. If we flip down, we go past this, then we come in here, then we come in here, and we come in here. Otherwise, all of this was a fake out. We're going straight down. But yeah, I need y'all to like, subscribe, all of that, all of that.